Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Collector's Dream YouTube channel. Hope you guys are all doing very well over the weekend. So the Grade 10 car show in Hong Kong is coming to a close, and I'm very fortunate this year to be able to find Collect Pokemon to come have a quick chat with me about the Hong Kong's market outlook and how we found the Grade 10 show. So I'm gonna give this very expensive microphone to Collect Pokemon to give a brief intro about himself, and then we can talk a little bit about the Hong Kong market, and then talk about how we found the show to be this year. So here you go.
All right, so hello everyone, this is Collect Pokemon, and yeah, it's great. So some of my friends were vending and they're like, hey, Collect Pokemon, do you want to come over and help? And I'm like, sure, and they just want me to flex some cards. So I've decided to flex some cards. And Collector's Dream here was just next to my booth, so then we had great conversation, and we've decided to talk about the current situation at Grade 10 here. And I think that I've been to Grade 10 2 years ago when they first had their first show, and it was relatively, I wouldn't say empty, but there was a lot of people just walking by. But today, what I saw was very different. There was a lot of people asking, hey, are you taking in cards? Can you quote me some prices? Are you willing to trade? There's a lot more interaction than 2 years ago. I mean, I was the one asking people, hey, are you taking in cards? Do you want to trade? So I think that the Hong Kong market has grown a lot, and so I'm going to ask Collector's Dream, who have been here for 2 days. How was your sales? Like, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I think the sales this year was tremendous, actually. Yeah, because like some of the viewers on my channel know that I've recently opened up a store in Jordan, and then one thing that we were aiming for at the show is to start accumulating a lot of the raws and the PSA 10 slabs, and then we definitely hit our targets over the weekend this year. So then I'm very happy with the results, and then maybe in another video I can share what kind of slabs I have acquired over the weekend. Yeah, and then one thing maybe Collect Pokemon will agree about is, remember the last show, the flow didn't sort of come in until like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. But then this year, I think we got off the ground running already. Like from 12 p.m. when the show started, people were already inside the show, very orderly this year, and then people were already starting to buy things. Now I want to start asking Collect Pokemon about what have you been up to lately, and have you been buying any seal products or slabs, or buying more of these black labels?
Well, for me, I actually haven't been buying too much singles or slabs. I think the last thing that I've bought a lot of are the McDonald's Pikachu, the McDonald's Burger Pikachu. So a lot of them actually came back as a 10, so I'll be storing that away for a couple of years. But what I'm seeing is that there is a slowdown, and I am going to be very cautious in what I buy in the upcoming. Because I do think that I want to wait and see until the 30th anniversary, what do they have in stock. And have you seen the new 30th anniversary coin or the logo? So basically the English Pokemon card day, they'll release a Pikachu with a 30th anniversary logo stamp. And that 30th anniversary stamp is like 30, and we have 25, 20. So I do think that the 30th is going to bring up the market for the 25th as well as the 20th. So those Pikachus from the 25th, the Flying Pikachu, the full art Pikachu, birthday Pikachu, those are going to do really well. So if I was to pick some up, which I've already picked a lot of, I think those are likely to do well. And I think that the current negativity in the market is often due to the current financial market. But I do think that overall on Asia side, from what I see from the card show, people are still buying. People are still buying single cards. I mean, not so much seal product. There hasn't been a lot of seal product at Grade 10, but I do think that is because the vendors knew that seal product doesn't do that well in shows. That's why they brought single cards, and the single cards have been doing quite well. So I have to ask you. So how, you're really busy. How do you juggle your store and vending? So are you investing on your own, or are you just buying some products so that there's more products in your store? What are you looking at?
Thank you, Collect Pokemon. Yeah, so definitely very busy at the moment. Yeah, but then I do want to create more YouTube content, and now we've opened up the Instagram as well. Yeah, so I think you also run an Instagram page. So like it's just full on out, just giving it like 300% effort in Hong Kong right now, just to get things and keep on grinding. Yeah, and then I've always said, trust the process. Yeah, I don't know where the shop or my passion for the Pokemon hobby is going to end up, but then a quickly touch upon the shop is it really opened up a lot of new opportunities already, yeah. And like for me and Collect Pokemon, I've been watching Collect Pokemon for years, and then to be able to stand here and do a video now is like quite surreal, yeah. And I'm still learning the ropes about doing YouTube content, and I advocate if you guys have a dream and you guys really enjoy Pokemon, just go and do it, because this year a lot of people, not to brag or anything, but then Collect Pokemon can also testify, is like once you've been putting yourself out there in public for a while, you will try to attract, like people will gravitate towards the brand. And then this year I've seen a lot of people on Saturday and Sunday to come over and say hi and talk about collaboration opportunity. And this is a very good example of that, right? Yeah. So to answer your Collect Pokemon's question, yes, I'm doing this, grinding at 24 hours a day, sleeping not too much. I will definitely want more rest, and I'm sure you also want more rest right now. But the Pokemon market, it's chasing the stocks and crypto so closely right now, but also there's more resiliency. I think it's pretty resilient, because like these, it's not like stock. Like stocks, there's millions of shares, but then these are finite, black label, PSA 10. I think, and also the pricing lags a bit compared to crypto and stocks. Yeah, so I think people in Hong Kong are still buying a ton, and my friend over at the vendors booth, they are buying at 80% all day, every day. And if you can cost them at 70%, that's even better. Yeah, so very, very busy with the store. Come by and check it out sometime. And some question that's floating on my mind with Collect Pokemon is, do you ever have an exit strategy with are you also always selling, or you're just kind of like myself, long-term holder of sealed products? Like, do you have any strategies for your exit strategy?
So for me, for a lot of my slabs, I don't actually exit. I just kind of collect, hoard a lot of my slabs. But a lot of my sealed products, I do move through consignments. So, I usually send things to eBay, for different consigners. And I'm still testing out different consignment company. And I think that one thing that you really have to know is that if you are investing in sealed products, sometimes, once it hit a certain mark, while it is still liquid, you have to sell it. Because some sealed products become so rare and so in liquid, if that's even a word, it's very hard to move, and it's very hard for the market to reference the last sale price. So I think that, I'm still buying and selling a lot of my sealed products, but not so much on graded cards. So, I just bought some graded slabs here, just for the fun of it. There are some slabs that I'm willing to let go of, because I actually do have a lot of slabs. But yeah, people were interested, and I think that's good. But sealed products, I think it's a very good, like you said, like another asset class that you can hold, and it is likely to be less volatile than something like Bitcoin. But at the same time, it's less liquid, but it's less volatile. And one thing that I truly believe in sealed product is that as the market booms more is going to be opened up. And as more are being opened up, there's less and less seal. So, the price of seal is not just going to crash to nothing. If anything, it will retrace, but it would always do quite well. And even though if a set doesn't have very expensive chase card, like XY Evolutions, the booster box can still do really well, because the booster box, the Elite Trainer box, they are a collection, a collector's item on its own as well. So yeah, that's what I think. Okay.
Thanks, Collect Pokemon. Yeah. So I also want to bring the attention to, future Grade 10 shows, and the future shows in Hong Kong is going to be crazy. I think for 2026, it's going to be a big year for all of us in the hobby, right? We have the Comic-Con coming to Hong Kong. Now we also have the PSA headquarter is now operational in Hong Kong. Yeah. I personally, and I think Collect Pokemon, haven't submitted any cards yet. Yeah. But then that's a huge, injection and, vote of confidence for PSA to open up one of the, I wouldn't say headquarter, but then like an office. Yeah, submission center. Yeah, that's going to be huge for all the collectors in Hong Kong. And do you think that's going to create maybe in the Southeast Asia region, maybe that people will start sending submitting cards to Hong Kong as well? That might be a possibility. Yeah, but time will tell. But then being situated in Hong Kong, that is a huge plus because for the majority of this year, it's been kind of difficult for us. Because of the tariff situation. I haven't submitted cards to the US. I've been submitting it to the Japan. Truthfully speaking, there's a bit of a discrepancy in the gem rate. So I personally prefer to send it to the US. Yeah. So maybe we can loop back to grade 10 to the show Collect Pokemon. Yeah. So next year there will be another one, and I hope to see you here again. Yeah. I think it's really cool to see the evolution of this festival as they call it. Yeah. And then there's more. I know in Singapore there's trade show almost every weekend. Will we see that, in Hong Kong? Like, do you think there's going to be a trade show maybe monthly in the future? I think that we're trending towards that, right?
Like I don't think that it's going to be like as big as a grade 10 card show, but I do see that there is going to be marketplaces where it's kind of like a weekend market event where people could just sell some single cards. I think vending could also be a much lower point of entrance for a lot of new collectors, especially if you're in your late teens, early 20s, and you really want to vent. And I think that they might have like different time slots, so you can sell it for every this 2 hours, and then so we're going to see a lot more of these collaborations.
Thank you, Collect Pokemon. Yeah, so really enjoy the brief interview that we had today. Yeah, so then I want to give one more shout out to Grade 10 Show for allowing me to buy a lot and sell a lot this year. Yeah, I've been very, very impressed with the scale of every time they've kind of outshined and outdid themselves. So I think the next one is going to be even grander. If they host it again in Wan Chai Hopewell, I don't think anybody's going to be complaining. The organization this year has been top notch. Yeah, I think they took in a lot of the vendors' feedback, and then this is a home run in my opinion. Yeah, so I want to thank you, Collect Pokemon, for your time, and later on maybe if you guys let us know in a comment if you guys like this sort of interview and podcast. I would love to invite Collect Pokemon again to the store, and then maybe we can have like a monthly podcast and then talk about what products to invest in, because I think we are sort of cut from the same cloth in that we believe in long-term holding, and then we don't really scalp, we don't really do the quick flip, because then the best gain is just to hold it for long-term. So then, and Collect Pokemon's been doing YouTube for 10 years, so then I still have quite a bit to gain and to learn from the Collect Pokemon. So thank you so much. So thank you your time for doing the interview. And I hopefully we'll see him in our store very, very soon. Do you have any closing comments?
I want to thank Collector's Dream. He's been amazing. I've also watched his channel. I've seen it grow, and a lot of the things he says, when he was talking about Evolving Skies, I totally agree with a lot of his videos, and I really do enjoy his traveling videos. So he's really taking you guys to different places and to really understand how Pokemon card is growing in Asia. So I think that's definitely cool, and that's definitely something that I could learn from him as well. So thank you so much.
Okay, thanks, Collect Pokemon. Okay, so see you guys in the next episode, and thanks for coming out to Grade 10 Card Show. I think the next one is gonna be in Pokefest, right? Will you be checking that one out?
I might just be walking around, so if you see me, say hi.
So lots of exciting things, but one final thought is how far we've come from January to we're hitting December now. The last 12 months, I know the price have been falling back slightly, but if you track January, this has been an insane year for Pokemon. So insane year for us as well.
Double, if not triple, for a lot of areas in the cards.
So I think don't FOMO, don't sell, just sit on what you have, and don't leverage too much into Pokemon. Just keep on buying, keep on holding, and you'll do very well in the future. So
keep on buying at your own comfortable level. So he's right, don't leverage, just keep on buying. If you feel the market is cooling off, buy a little less, don't go all in, but that's what I think.
Check out Collect Pokemon's channel, lots to learn from him. Thanks again. Okay, see ya, bye-bye.